big thing, probably on the thumbnail that you're probably clicking on, Mr. Crunchy Munchy Punk.
Ooh,
We've been talking about him for a couple of weeks.
Here comes the cream machine.
He comes the Cream Machine Punk.
He's got
I mean,
a
he did a promo. He did one of the promos of all time.
of the promos, this was one of them.
No, it like, I don't know. It just didn't. Wasn't enough. Like,
He didn't have anything to be doing a promo about. Is the problem.
It was just like, I'm back and tell me when I'm telling lies.
Tell me when I'm telling lies, and then he proceeds to like say nothing.
Yeah, that's the thing. He would say nothing and then go, tell me when I'm telling lies. I'm like
You can't be
what?
telling lies if you're not saying shit.
A little bit of jabs at the Elite and at the Bucks there, like tiny ones.
Yeah, he said what was it?
Something about
someone called him, fuck, I should have remembered who this was. Someone calls him One Bill Phil because he's the only genuine article in a industry full of fake bucks.
Yeah. Yeah, and you're like, ooh,
he got them.
Yeah. And then chance of fuck the Elite.
Fuck the Elite chance happened.
I mean, it was Chicago.
Chicago. It's gonna happen. He's very big on like him being really genuine.
Yeah.
And like just like telling the truth, and that's what he does, and that's why people don't like him. And in my experience, the kind of person who says, "Oh, people just can't handle that I tell the truth," is just a dickhead.
Oh God, how is this video gonna do with?
Who fucking cares?
Yeah, no, it does look. I think he should be heel. Straight up, I just think he should be heel.
I don't think I've said this a couple times. I don't know if I've said it on the podcast yet, but you can get people who dislike you can get people who like CM Punk to boo him with the correct storyline. You cannot get people who don't like CM Punk to cheer him with the correct storyline.
Yeah.
People who don't like CM Punk are just going to boo him. I'm kind of one of them. I think I would like to say that I'm a little bit more open to it than most people who dislike CM Punk, because I'm pretty willing to separate the art from the artist, as it were.
It's really hard to do that with Punk though,
but it's really hard when his promo is all about how all he does is tell the truth, and the other people are liars and they're not very good at wrestling, and he is. And let's be very clear here. CM Punk has never been a great wrestler. CM Punk has always been a good wrestler who could talk great. So like for him to be sitting here and trying to say that like, oh, like he's really good at this wrestling thing. No, you're not, man. You're really good at like the promo side of it, and like your wrestling is
great.
Your wrestling is passable. Like, like it looks sloppy, my man.
It's really hard to separate him, like, because you can separate the art from the artist, but it's really hard to do that with CM Punk because he purposefully like integrates it and makes it blurry. So it's like really hard to do that, and it is just hard to do that if you got someone like MJF, right?
Yep.
You don't know who he is as a person because he's never shown that side.
Exactly.
You can always be like, okay, MJF is a character, right? In my canon head, the real Maxwell Jacob Friedman goes back and he sits back and he's like, I love life. And he's all chipper in his downtime. And you can have that image. He could, again, be a total dick, but with CM Punk, he gets blurred because he's so... Yeah. I guess he would say, I'm just genuine. But it's show business.
It's show business. Oh, that's the other thing that he said that I was really annoyed by. Oh, yeah. Apparently, according to CM Punk, wrestling isn't a popularity contest. It is literally one of the... like, aside from politics, it's probably the purest form of a popularity contest that exists.
I mean, that is just the entertainment industry. It's a popularity contest.
Guys, wrestling isn't a popularity contest. I'm only here because I'm really good. Nah, dude, there's like 15 people on every indie show that are actually better at wrestling than you. They don't make it because you can talk better.
Yeah, it's because he's more popular. You became more popular. That's just how entertainment industries work.
No, guys, it's a merit-based system.
It is a merit-based system.
The best wrestler always goes.
Yeah, it's the merit-based system, exactly like sport.
Exactly like sport.
Exactly, it's real.
It's real.
It's real. Look, I'm still. Because it's so fresh after in my mind, I'm still not made up on whether I want to be behind him or not. I'm fully willing to be behind him. Like, you can be the heel commentator in this, and I'll be the face. Like, I'm fully willing to like be behind him if they keep treating him like God's gift to Earth, I'm not gonna like it. Because I don't like anyone who, like, if like MJF does it great because that's his character, right?
He's supposed to be a bad guy.
Like,
it's like what they did with Cody.
Yeah, it was really annoying. It was like when you're meant to be of the people, but you're acting like, oh yeah, I'm the best. Oh, praise me, kiss my toes. It's like, come on, man. You're meant to be like of the people, so do that.
And you can't just sort of do fan service with words. Like CM Punk in this promo, he's like, I'm only here because of all of you. Mind you, after he said it's not a popularity contest, he then goes, I'm only here because I'm so popular with you. But like, you can't just say the right thing. Because if you say that and then you go off and the way that you portray yourself seems like you view yourself as at a higher status than you are, then people aren't going to like it. So like for me, the reason why I'm not liking CM Punk right now, it's not just because he fucked with the Elite and I like the Elite. It is also because he is acting as though he is one of the best wrestlers in the world when he's not one of the best wrestlers in the world. He's a good wrestler. He does wrestling pretty well. It looks a little bit sloppy, but he gets everything done. Yeah. And he's very good at talking.
No, he's really good at talking, yeah.
So to call yourself one of the best wrestlers in the world, I feel like you need to be one of the best wrestlers in the world.
He's always called himself the best in the world.
He called himself the best in the world in a general sense, right? It's a difference between like me being like, oh man, I'm awesome, versus me being like, I'm an awesome cook.
Okay.
I might be awesome, but my cooking is shit. It's the same thing with CM Punk. He might be the best in the world, but he's not the best wrestler in the world. There's a difference.
Okay.
It's the same as like, it's the same as like Chris Jericho calls himself the greatest of all time, but he's not the greatest wrestler of all time.
He's just the greatest.
He's just the greatest of all time. He's generally the greatest of all time, is what it is.
Yeah, he's one of the wrestlers of all time.
He's of the wrestlers. He's one of them.
Yeah, look, it's in Chicago. He was going to get a good pop. I'm curious to see where it goes from there.
It's going to be really interesting to see how other fans react. Get them in California and see how people like him.
That's true. I'm very interested to see what like wrestling YouTube says about this.
Yeah, so
I haven't seen anything.
Yeah, well, I mean, we just watched the show,
that's
so
true. And
I'm gonna be editing this, and then I'm gonna probably jump on and see what everyone else thinks of it.
Yeah,
but I don't think that this was a very good promo from Punk. I think it was
like I've definitely seen better promos of him in AEW. Yeah. Like this one was kind of
like I said, he's really good at promos, but this one was just not it.
It didn't have much substance to me, probably because he didn't have anything to go again. When he's aversing people, if that makes sense, it gives him focus. Yeah. Whereas this was just like he was swinging at the dark,
and it's not like he the other time that he did a promo that I thought was really good that didn't have anything to do with it was his return promo. That was his like returning to wrestling after 7 years promo. Like you're kind of allowed to not have a point.
Yeah.
But when it comes to like, oh, I'm returning, where was the point? He then gets to MJF. He has the bag with him and he goes, in this bag, you saw me holding up what's in this bag last time you saw me. It's the title, obviously. And he basically just like, I was never beat for it. You beat yourself, idiot.
Wait, what do you mean?
Stop getting injured.
Oh. Wait. Yeah, okay, I don't know. The whole rigmarole at the end of his kind of run, if that makes sense, was just so confusing.
Yeah, I mean,
him and Mox and then him and Hank, like it was so fucking confusing, man.
Yeah, so
like as a new viewer who didn't have all the nostalgia of CM Punk and all of this, I was like, what the fuck is going on, man? Just drop this guy.
Yeah, I mean, I'm willing to see where it goes. Obviously, this was his first time back. We don't know what the rest of his run is going to be like. I'm fully willing to see how this goes. As of right now, I'm pretty negative on this. Yeah.
I mean, look, turn him heel. Get him, like, have him be a face in Chicago. That's fine. But I honestly just reckon turn him heel.
Yeah.
And we'll get to his match.
We have CM Punk and FTR versus Bullet Club Gold and Samoa Joe.
Yeah.
Match was fine.
You're so harsh.
It was, it's all right.
I think Joe took a way too much offense.
Yeah.
Yeah, he took way too much offense from CM Punk.
Absolutely.
Way too much. Like, I'm fine if, like, Juice or even Jay takes that. But like Samoa Joe, like come on, man. Yeah, dude's like you saw him going back and forth with Dax. Yeah. And then you expect me to believe CM Punk gets in there and Joe's like whoa, wobbling like wobbling all over the place.
I get that they're in CM Punk's hometown. CM Punk should have fucking lost.
Okay. Explain your hot take, please.
My hot take is that CM Punk shouldn't come back and be good immediately because it's not an interesting story. The way more interesting story is that he come back and he fucking sucks. And then he blames it on everyone else.
And then turns heel. I look. I agree with you. I understand how that could be a hot take to people.
It shouldn't be.
So please let us know in the comments.
If you think that's a hot take, let me know in the comments and I'll tell you why you're wrong.
Honestly, up that engagement. We need it. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? Yes, actually do that. If you think that's a hot take, tell me in the comments why it's a hot take, and I will tell you why it's wrong.
And I will say thank you for getting this far in the video. No, okay. Well, look, I do agree because I do genuinely think CM Punk should be heel. It's just the boldness, man. Looks like a heel. Also, he's not as cut as I thought he would be.
Yeah, like seeing the
like that's like I don't. Like you go on.
Yeah, look, I'm not one to be like, oh, this guy doesn't look jacked enough. But like seeing the promo material for him, I thought he was going to be in like the best shape of his career. Not the case. That's fine. But like it's just odd. Just a little oddity that I noticed.
Just a little oddity. That's when he's telling lies.
That's when he's telling lies. He lied by looking better in the promo.
I don't know. Why did he say that? That just fuels ammo for people who don't like him.
Yeah.
Like when he goes, tell me when I'm telling lies. And people are going to be like, telling lies. And then also, flicking back to the beginning, when he's like, I haven't had a checkered past. We're gonna talk about that.
Yeah, so...
how do we bring that up?
Look, there is an old ROH interview. This is, I believe, out of character. It is out of character. I'm not going to say I believe. It is out of character. With him and Colt Cabana. And they talk about a girl that they took advantage of to get free rides. They say that they injured her on purpose in the ring so they wouldn't have to train her to get those free rides. And the way that they talk about it is just very degrading.
Yeah. It's not I saw that interview and I was like, ooh.
So, like, I'm not going to say, like, this is who you are forever. I'm not going to say that he can't have grown.
But him saying he doesn't have a checkered past.
But him saying he doesn't have a checkered past is a lie. Not only is it a lie, but it's concerning.
Yeah.
Because of his, like, moral character. Because it's like, come on, man. Like, acknowledge that you've not done the best in the past.
Yeah, anyway, but I saw that and I immediately thought of that and I was like, ooh, buddy.
Buddy,
come on.
Come on, man.
But yeah, if you want to find the video, you can find it pretty easily, right? It's up there.
Yeah, it's up there. Maybe I'll link it in the description.
Don't link it. It's a horrible video.
But we could link it in the description.
I don't know about linking it. It's a bad video.
Yeah, I mean, look, yeah.
You could probably just search a CM Punk Colt Cabana ROH interview.
Probably. I would assume that would work. Don't watch it if you want to believe that CM Punk and Colt Cabana were good people at the time.
Anyway, I think we flick back to the match.
Yep. Look, the match was fine. If it was more like, honestly, FTR, Samoa Joe, and Bullet Club Gold were all really good. I would say 5/6 of this match were really good.
Oh my god!
And CM Punk was fine.
Yeah.
I'm not saying CM Punk was bad. I want to acknowledge like that he was not a bad wrestler in this. But he looked sloppy. He always looks a little bit sloppy, but he looks a little bit sloppier than usual, I would say.
Yeah,
and
maybe ring rust.
Maybe ring rust. And just in general, I feel like his segments felt he was getting too much offense in for the fact that he was just coming back off of an injury. I didn't enjoy it. He's not the kind of person that I feel like can do that. It's like, for example, right, like Miro.
Yeah.
Miro is a character that he can go away with an injury and he can come back and be more dominant. And I'm like, yeah, dude, he's fucking Miro. But like, CM Punk is not that. He has never been the person that like...
He's been an underdog.
He's an underdog. CM Punk is an underdog.
He's always an underdog.
He's either...
That's his
as
appeal.
a babyface, he's an underdog, and as a heel, he's a weasel. And those are his two modes of being. He should never be portrayed as someone who is just better than his opponent. Especially if his opponent is someone as good as Samoa Joe or Jay White. Juice Robinson's there.
He can shit on Juice Robinson.
He can shit on someone like Juice Robinson because Juice Robinson isn't at a certain level, but he cannot be shitting on Jay White and he cannot be shitting on Samoa Joe.
Just in kayfabe.
Just in kayfabe.
Well, look, I think I predicted as they were coming up to the finish, I was like, because Samoa Joe isn't there. I was like, he can't spin that. And then Samoa Joe gets out, tags Juice Robinson, and I was like, oh, we're ending this now, are we?
Yeah.
And then the big rig gets hit. And then he hits the go to sleep, and I'm like, oh, he just pins Juice Robinson. Like, that's what I knew. I looked at that match, and I was like, okay, we can either have your interesting one where he loses. And I'm like, but when I first saw the match announced, I'm like, Juice taking the pin from CM. Like,
here's what I think should have happened if you were going to have CM Punk get the pin over Juice. Don't have CM Punk hit the go to sleep.
Just the big rig?
Just the big rig. Have CM Punk pin him off the big rig. Because here's the thing. I think that you should... at least book CM Punk in a way that, like, there is an argument to be made that he's a little bit of a weasel. You know, you can look at him and just be like, no, he's just being smart. Like, he's just taking the pin off the move that's going to win. But then you can also look at it and be like, he literally had his friends win the match for him.
Yeah.